I refused to change my wedding date just because my sister suddenly decided to file for divorce. My fiancé Jake and I had spent 2 full years planning our wedding. Back in 2023, we booked the venue, paid all the deposits, and sent save the dates to around 150 guests. Everything was already locked in. The wedding was scheduled for October 12th. The venue was a beautiful barn about an hour outside the city. My sister Claire is 3 years older than me. She had been married to her husband for 6 years. They also have 2 children together. I always thought their marriage was strong, but I was completely wrong. 6 weeks before my wedding, Claire called me. It was around 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night. The moment I answered, I could hear her crying. She told me she had decided to file for divorce, and she planned to do it in early October. I immediately worried about her. I asked what happened. I asked her she was okay, but then she said something I never expected. She said, "I need you to move your wedding date." I froze. I honestly thought I misunderstood her. Then she explained, "I'm filing for divorce on October 10th. That's a Thursday. I can't handle your wedding happening that same weekend. It's too much for me." I sat there holding my phone, completely speechless. I told her, "Claire, we booked this date 2 years ago. Everyone already made plans, and the venue has been paid for." But she replied, "This is a divorce. My entire life is falling apart. You can just choose another date." I tried explaining that it wasn't that simple. The venue was fully booked for the next year. We would lose thousands in deposits. Many guests had already bought plane tickets. My friend Amy was flying in from Oregon. Jake's brother was coming all the way from Texas. But Claire became even more upset. She asked, "So your wedding matters more than me? I'm your sister." I answered, "This isn't just a party. This is my wedding, and you chose that specific week to file." She immediately responded, "I didn't choose anything. He cheated on me. I have to do this now." That was when I found out the truth. Her husband had been seeing someone else for about 4 months, and yes, that was heartbreaking. But Claire had already known about it for 3 weeks. She could have filed at another time. I told her I was truly sorry for everything she was going through, but I wasn't changing my wedding date. She hung up on me. The next day my mom called. The first thing she said was, "You need to move your wedding date." I told her, "Mom, we can't do that." She replied, "Your sister is going through a divorce. This is a family emergency. A wedding can be moved." I explained everything again, the money, the guests, the venue, but my mom refused to listen. She said, "Then have a small ceremony now. Throw the big celebration later." I told her, "That's not the wedding we planned. We spent 2 years preparing for this day." My mom stayed quiet for a moment. Then she sighed. She said, "I raised you better than this. Your sister needs her family right now." I answered, "I am supporting her, but I'm not canceling my wedding because of it." Then she hung up too. Over the next week, more people started calling me. My aunt, my grandmother, and even 2 of Claire's friends I barely knew. They all said the same thing. Change the date. Be there for your family. Stop being selfish. But Jake's family thought the whole situation was unbelievable. His mom asked, "Why would anyone move their wedding because someone else filed for divorce? That makes no sense." Meanwhile, my own family kept pushing harder. My aunt left me a voicemail saying I was cruel and heartless. She said, "Claire is going through the hardest time of her life, and you only care about your wedding." My grandmother even sent me a card. Inside was a message about putting family first. Claire also kept texting me every few days. First she said she felt alone. She said nobody was supporting her. But eventually the messages became angry. She accused me of choosing one day over my own sister. Then she sent me a long paragraph saying, "She always knew I was selfish, and this proved it." Most of the time I didn't respond, because honestly I didn't know what I could say. 2 weeks before the wedding, my mom called again. She said, "I'm not coming to your wedding." I stayed silent for a moment. Then I asked, "Is that all you wanted to say?" She replied, "What do you want me to say?" I told her, "Mom, I'm not changing the date." She answered, "Fine, then I'm not coming either." That actually broke me. I asked, "Are you